Hi, good morning. I'm Juliana. I go by Light of Wonder. I hope you're having a beautiful day. On my channel, it's all about us finding solutions to our problems, learning how to be the best versions of ourselves, being gentle with ourselves, forgiving ourselves, and giving grace and forgiveness to others and accepting others as we would accept ourselves. Because after all, guys, we're all just mirrors. And whatever you see in your partner that you can't stand, you have it in yourself. Whatever you see in your friend that you can't stand, you have it in yourself. And this is something that you really need to observe and look at, because it's all about learning to give yourself that grace, that you don't have to be perfect, and that you have to learn to accept yourself, flaws and all. And that little quirk that bothers you, you have to learn to accept it, and you have to learn to create space for that person, accept that person for that quirk, and maybe they'll just actually work on it, you know? The more we control others, the more out of control our minds really are. Because I used to be this way, so I know for a fact. I've come from two perceptions of reality. At one point, my mind was chaos, and today I'm at peace. We choose our friends wisely. We choose our environments wisely. We choose what we want to entertain very wisely. And through my experience, I used to follow the crowd, right? I used to be a part of the crowd. I used to want to fit in, right? And I found out something. It creates a lot of drama, unnecessary, stressful drama in our lives that we can prevent. The more friends we have, the more drama we're going to have. The more friends we have, the more we're not going to think for ourselves. The more friends we have, the more we need people. We learn to be our own best friend. We learn to sit still in the silence and observe without judgment. We learn to be in the background and not be in the crowd. And sometimes it's better to just observe and mind our own business all the time, actually. Minding our own business is one of the most important key factors from staying out of drama. And this is something I've had to learn the hard way. I used to be not good at minding my own business because I was miserable, and I'd focus on what everyone else around me was doing or how much money they were making, or I was focusing on what they were doing wrong instead of just focusing on my own bubble. And this is what leads us to misery. This is what leads us to people not wanting to be around us, because what happens is you are making them feel bad about themselves, not accepting them for themselves, and then they start questioning who they are all over again. And so you never want to make someone question who they are. I used to shame people as I would shame myself. I used to have these unrealistic expectations for people because I had unrealistic expectations for myself. I used to be judgmental because I was judgmental of myself. I used to be selfish. And now I've had to turn all my selfishness into selflessness. I don't put my attention to find reasons to not like someone. I put my attention and find the beautiful in that person. I try to find the beautiful qualities in them. If there's certain qualities that bother me, I don't focus on those, because what we focus on expands. Today is a good day, guys. We're going to have gratitude. We're going to have love in our hearts. We're going to have appreciation to be alive. And we're going to learn to appreciate the little things. All right, that's all I have to say. Have a beautiful day.